matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense. Particularly, that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. With the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Gives it on the option. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say?
Pulls it in down the sideline. Wide open on the right. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And the Wolverines have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. The offense knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll run it from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That changes the sequence, doesn't it? Like, you think 1st and goal, maybe I can pound this several times, and now you get the loss. Now you got to rethink things a little bit. Do I want to throw the football now? Do I feel comfortable even running the ball? So that was a big stop for this defense on 1st down.
Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Flushed out of the pocket. Touchdown, Michigan! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog, coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession 1, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Looking to throw on first down. Going to try to get it himself. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Gets it out fast. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. The margin for error is so small in this conference, it's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
And the Bruins come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking downfield, it's Applewhite. Fires to the tight end. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
The Bruins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Inside the 40. Breaks into the open. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
And the Bruins, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking down the middle. Got it. They will score. Touchdown, Bruins.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Stewart. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Underwood. Unloads it left. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive court.
Touchdown, UCLA! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. So here comes the Michigan offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Looking for a gap. It's Haynes. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman to push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Hard running there. Got enough for the first. Flying down the left side. Past the 30. The 10. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
And, RD, this is why you run plays right up the middle. This is why you work on it. It's a design play to get you 4, 5, 6, 7, a positive gain, and then you...
Beck's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point splits the uprights. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Tight end now in motion. Trying play action. Skips away from pressure. The throw. Finds his big tight end. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Some programs just seem to be built for a great passing game. The patron saint of Bruin passers is Troy Aikman.
And honestly, Reese, it makes me think of the UCLA blue, the sweet uniforms with the gold, just quarterbacks looking sweet. McNown, DTR, looking.
There he goes! And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
The Bruins will line it up on 1st and 10. Back to pass. It's Iamaleava. Quarterback adapting. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Oh, it's picked off. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
Well, he was rolling to his right, and because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
First play of the drive comes from the 38. Looking to throw on first down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Dances away to buy time. Just a little off. Incomplete.
All right, that's a play that I'd like to see the quarterback just take off and run it himself. And I love his mindset. He's thinking to himself, I'm going to throw this. We're going to get this first down. I have a play, but sometimes you just got to know, man, at this point, I'm out here on the perimeter. It's just me and these defenders one-on-one. I've got to trust in my speed and my athleticism to go make this one.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on first and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Turning it on. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
The Wolverines are marching down the field. On the run, it's Marshall. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now you know why you do all of those squats, all of those deadlifts, extra time in the weight room.
No doubt. Get that lower body strength so you can just shed people off of you. What a great job smelling the end zone and getting in.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. He's got him in the flat. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. More importantly, we have an early barn burner here. Both teams firing on all cylinders, as our stats will show you. First play of the period will be a second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
That's how you blow up the screen pass here on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast to force the incompletion.
And the Bruins are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Complete on third down. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Marking out of bounds at the 46.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that guy.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Bruins in a good spot here with second and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Moore. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
And that's why, as a defense, you can stay in your base personnel because of that linebacker. You don't have to substitute DBs to take on these receivers out in space. This linebacker is quick, he's athletic, and he is outstanding tackling people in the open field.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. And the Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Bruins kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking for a man. It's Applewhite. Quarterback's throwing away from Heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard, so you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
They'll go back to the air on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
And the Bruins will hustle to the line. They'll run it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Can the defense stop them again? Scores on the sneak.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like 2 heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Steps away to find some room. Finds the tight end. And tackled there by the defense.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
To throw, it's Underwood. Buying some time as he moves left. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And the Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. Give to the back. On the move is a 30. Finally corralled and not before. He picks up the first down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Off the play fake. The sweet feet buy a little time. And as he throws, touchdown Wolverines. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy pitch and catch.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. OHIO. Ohio State is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout to remember. They're up 14 over Washington. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Wants to throw. It's Iamaleava. Using the quick game. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups where you see, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
At the 45.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive game.
Quickly to the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
The play-action fake. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback.
Breaks into the open. Finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. Use the play fake, now to throw. Into the house. Touchdown Bruins!
it's a really nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator because you just had an explosive run getting you down close to the goal line. I think everybody on defense was expecting them to just turn around and hand it off again. Not the case. Now you go pass. Really nice catching the defense off guard, and they get the touchdown. Bang, bang, 2 plays, 6 points on the board.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. To the air. It's Underwood. With the catch, it's Strong. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. That last completion sets them up on 2nd down. Back to pass. Grab behind the line. It's Marshall. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. They'll run play action. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the 1st down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Unloads to the wideout. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the 1st down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his tight end. They bring him down, but not before he gets a 1st down at the 35. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Grabbed over the middle, it's Morgan. Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And here's the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here we go. They'll try to looking downfield on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Let's it fly. Touchdown, Wolverines. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Power football with the run. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Dropping back, it's Applewhite. Floats it out in space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Wants to throw on first down. He'll pull it down. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws toward the end zone. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Wolverines will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here after the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
Makes the grab. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. On the option. Now the pitch. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that, too. They tackle him, and they get him on the ground.
Complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. getting first down, sort of like a Mark Harmon kind of way to play quarterback for the Bruins.
And then you become a big star. And in Hollywood, what a talent to do it. Obviously, create some excitement, create some momentum, go to a Rose Bowl, just do big things at UCLA.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Applewhite. Grab near the sticks, it's Moore. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Inside the 50, the 30, the 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Michigan. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And, Dave, you know, it's funny. I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 6. Grabbed in the middle, it's Wilson. There he goes. And he's down at the 41, that's a first down.
When offenses run these slant routes, it's about putting the ball right on the numbers, and defensively, I got to be able to take those angles right away. See where he's at, break on the football. Poor angles there by the defense. The offense took advantage with some nice yards after the catch.
Quarterback gets past the marker. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
The Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Forced out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. And the Bruins are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his arm.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. The Bruins didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Off the RPO, complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Bruins heading quickly to the line. Might be changing the route. Looking for the goal line. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
And they'll spread receivers all over the field, 5 wide on 2nd and goal. This quarterback part of their running game. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
And I think they'll mark him right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't help much with the breathing room, but on the upside, they avoided the safety. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From his end zone, needs to be careful here. Quickly out to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
And the Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. A really disciplined disappointing end of that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
Grab behind the line. It's Wallace. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Right on the money. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Applewhite. Looking to scramble. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Scoreboard operator better stay loose. Plenty of time to go here as we start the fourth. Touchdown, UCLA! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
This tight end is such a weapon when you get down in this area of the field. Beautiful job on that touchdown catch.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. He's looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead.
And it's more common to throw for the 2-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot, you can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice 2-point conversion.
He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll move the tight end. The inside handoff. Finds a little space. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Might as well give it to him again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Makes a man miss. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And the Wolverines will try to pick it up on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
How about this? A two-point conversion coming. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking to pass, it's Underwood. He's got it. Two-point try is good as they build on this lead.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that two-point conversion.
Number 21, Celtic, kick it away.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UCLA will go back to work on offense. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There'll be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. Turns it on in midfield. It's a seam wide open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
3rd down is money down, and they were money. Great job getting the football to your playmaker, and then watch, after the catch, making the play, getting the big first down. Now you're set up in great position to go get 6 with a 1st and goal opportunity.
They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any kind of wild chance. Caught behind the line. It's Thomas. And the defense knocks him down immediately behind the line. A fourth quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Does big tight end makes the grab, it's a first down. Touchdown Bruin! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Trying to pound it in. He makes his way into the end zone for the 2, and now they trail by just 13.
Well, he did a great job of finding a crease on that 2-point play. He gets it in, and the offense comes away with 8 points on the drive.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Stewart. He gets a block. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking it out of the end zone, making a huge play.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
UCLA, 44.
Bringing it back. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the... Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Ball's out. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
You just wonder about this guy's confidence right now. After fumbling in his last game, he's just fumbled again now. He seems like he's a little bit unsure of himself, and because of that, if you're the offensive coordinator, how many more times do you want to this guy in this game?
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. The Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run it from the gun. Turning it on. Got enough space. Touchdown, Michigan. And the stomping has commenced. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Oregon is in trouble right now, and unless something drastic changes, we're looking at foie gras on the menu tonight in Eugene.
And the returner is stopped.
UCLA Bruins will take over 1st and 10.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick. He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it inside the 30. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. He makes the catch. Touchdown, UCLA! A great catch and run for 6. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution.
Oh, he's got some space. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the fourth quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
Now adjusting. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the route is on. They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in Week 4. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw. Scrambling away. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. And he takes this from inside the 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Back to pass. It's Applewhite. Working the middle. Running wide open down the gut of the field. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over, and maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
The huge explosive play put them right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in.
Football 7. Here we go.
With the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Bruin. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And everybody's got different philosophies. Some people kick onside every single time. You go for the big play, try to create some momentum for your team, but they failed. A nice job covering the kick, seeing the football off the kicker's foot, securing it, getting on the ground, and making sure your offense retains the football.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. He wants to go deep. He makes a grab. Touchdown, Michigan. And the punishment has been extended. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Coming out with it, it's Stewart. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll try it over the left side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You want to end a play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick.
Breaks into the open. Past the first down marker and still running. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. And the Wolverines come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Trying to turn the corner on the left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. It seems so inviting to try to get the ball outside, but this defense is so fast, you just end up running sideways.
And when you don't have any misdirection or something else to look at before you pitch that ball on the perimeter, a lot of times those guys can play even faster. They can see it right now. Those safeties fly up, those corners fly up, outside backers fly up, and get in the play immediately.
Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings